So what's up YouTubers, welcome to a new video on the channel. And today you see in the background a little bit of Forza Rising. That was what I want to get to, but this is Forza Motorsport. And I wanted to do a little bit of a comparison video between Forza Rising 5 and Forza Motorsport. Since Forza came out, Forza Rising 5 came out, and then after a while this Forza Motorsport came out. It was kind of a criticized game in the sense that I think a lot of people got mad about the optimization in the game. It was kind of not good. If you find the right settings for the graphics, I run it on high and DLSS, and then it works pretty nice. Actually, it flows good. So that's the first point, that it's very important to judge a game, basically how it flows, how it feels, because if something lags in game, it's gonna affect your overall view on it, since it has to do a lot, especially in racing games as well, when you want it fluent and you want to hit the corners good and everything like that. It would be you want it to feel flowy, so to say. So I played a lot of Forza Rising 5 before this Forza Motorsport came out, and I really liked Forza Rising 5, and I always do the weekly challenges in Forza Rising 5, the event playlist. I think that's a really fun thing in Forza Rising 5. Even if you don't play it like grind the game, you can always go in and see if there's any new cars that you get in the playlist, basically festival playlist, because they have different modes, their co-ops modes and whatever. So that's kind of a pretty nice way to still play the game if you're kind of bored of the open world of it. You can go in and play those kind of stuff and get a new car or whatever. In this game, it's a little bit based on the races you race. I would say you can basically race a career cup, and the career cup gives you quite a lot of cars, I would say, in the game. For sure. Some cool cars like this one. I'm driving a Porsche GT2. Super most of the cars in this game are like super hyped from the start, and then you just speed upgrade them to a certain point so they get really fast and really nice. And I like that system. You don't have to spend that much time upgrading. You can just do a fast upgrade and get the car improved for the purpose of that. You can also, as in Forza, basically build your own, or basically like do it really super as well, if you want to do that. I think the graphics, when I went back and played Forza Rising 5 compared to this, I thought in the beginning Forza Motorsport looked outdated, but once I fixed the graphics so the frames was solid and everything, I must say, like this game almost has like an anti-up on Forza Rising 5. Forza Rising was out before this game, which means the graphics has improved since Forza Rising 5 dropped until the Forza Motorsport, this new one, dropped. So they had a couple of years there when the graphics was a bit improved, both with ray tracing and stuff like that. So I would say this has an anti-up, but you have to realize that this is only tracks racing. It's not open world racing like in Forza Rising 5. So it might be a bit hard to compare the two, because they can make a better picture of a small racetrack. Forza Rising 5, you have a whole landscape they have to make good. So that's a really big difference. I've been basically playing a lot of this lately. I haven't played a lot of Forza Rising 5 because I'm really enjoying this game as well. I don't think it's something about it, and when you're in cockpit view in this game, it's also very nice. And they have some really The cores are a lot more detailed in this one, I would say, in Motorsport, and the core engines I also felt is a bit more realistic for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's not, because I haven't driven all the cars in this game, obviously, like in real life. But I must say, like, I get the vibe that, yeah, the engine sound is much more realistic in this one than in Forza Horizon 5. Which makes sense, because Forza Horizon 5 is an arcade game. This can also be semi-arcadey, but it's a little bit more not arcadey. I go into this with an arcade mindset, and I really play this game as more as an arcade simulation. If you were to do hardcore simulation on this, it would probably differ a lot more from Forza Horizon 5 in the end. But like this car, for example, is a really dope car. You get it in carrier mode, and you get it free basically, which is awesome. Overall, it's a kind of a tie between these two. It depends on what you're out after. If you're out for track racing or if you're out for Forza Horizon 5. Both of these games is out on Game Pass. So if you have like Xbox Game Pass, you have two of the greatest car games basically out on this thing. So you can have both. Like you can do track racing in this, and you can do open world racing in Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon 5 I dig because they usually do these events that you can do, and you get some cool stuff. It's the same a little bit in this game. They also have events, certain races you can do, like inspired from different kind of car, exotics or Italian or whatever. So there is that way in this game as well. So in that sense they are kind of similar. But overall, two great games. But concerning the graphics, I would say this has actually amped up on the other Forza Horizon 5. But it's compromised. So the tracks, they can make it look better because they don't really have to worry about a lot more things in the game. But if you look at the car there, for example, like the Porsche, and you would look at the same Porsche in Forza Horizon 5, I don't know. I think it might look better in this game. So yeah. And some of the cars is also very pimped up here. In Forza Horizon 5 you don't really get the pimped used up cars from the start. Here you have the basic cars, what you can win, and you got spoilers, you got pretty much they are lowered from the start and everything. Some of them are in Forza Horizon 5, but not in the same way, I would say. The liveries in this is kind of useless. I never use liveries on these cars in this game. I don't know why, but I don't feel it's livery. Like this game doesn't feel like a livery game. I don't know why. Like the Motorsport. But in Forza Horizon it makes all the sense. I don't know why, but yeah. It is what it is. You can't get liveries and stuff in this as well. Rims, whatever you want to do. So there it's kind of similar as well. But overall, it's two great games, so it's hard to compare them to, but it was kind of a try to kind of compare them. You can write in the comments what you think is the best game regarding Forza Motorsport versus Forza Horizon 5. Hopefully I didn't say that 5 wrong, because then it would be bad. But yeah, and also the latest Forza Motorsport compared to the Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, I wonder if Forza Horizon 5 would release today, if there would be a difference, like in graphics, likewise. Probably they could ante up it even more in Horizon 5. But it's open world, so it's going to demand more from PC and everything, so yeah. But drop a sub and a like, enjoy the rest of my videos on the channel, it's very varied. I do have a varied stuff I do in life, so it's going to be biking, whatever, gaming, whatever. Shorts, whatever, and whatever I feel like posting, basically. So watch out for that, and I see you in the next video, and enjoy the rest of the 1 minute left. See you. Peace.